Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will try to insert some data through complex view and we'll see whether it is possible or not. Because in simple view we tried and we saw that whenever we are trying to insert whenever we are trying to use the insert query on a simple view, it is updating the data but in base table because view does not contain data itself, right? So same thing we will try on complex view and we'll check whether it is allowed or not for the insert operation on the complex view. So for that I will show you few queries that I have already run and there is some data in those tables. So these are the tables that I have already created. First one is the employee table, EMP table, where first column is employee ID, employee name and department ID. Then another table is department table where department ID and department name is there. And then we have already created that view. So create view EMP depth as select employee ID, employee name, department ID from employee table and department name from department table. And then we are performing join here, right? On E department ID equals to D department ID. So this thing we have already covered, right? We have already discussed how to create complex view, what is the difference between complex view and simple view, right? Now in this session mainly we are focusing on that insert process. So what we will do, we will try to insert some data in this query. So let's see how. So I'm taking F4 on insert query to show you all these data. So what I did, I just implement one, I just write one query for insertion for the data insertion in EMP depth, which is our view, right? So here I'm trying to insert employee ID as 700, employee name as EMP 700, department ID as 700 and accounts as department as accounts. Okay, so when I try to hit enter on this query, it shows me this error: view index or table EMP depth in Sharmit one read only. Okay, so it is showing that it is only a read only. So let's check why. So if I take F1 here on this error, it will show some of the reasons that could be possible or that are true, because of which we are not allowed to insert data in complex view. So let's see what all reasons are there. First reason, so you can read out these things, right? First reason, the view contains a distinct keyword, group by clause, having clause, connect by clause, for system time clause, or an aggregate function in the outer full select. Second reason could be the view or logical file references more than one table. So this is our reason, because we are we are referring more than two base table, right? More than one base table, which is employee and department, and that's why it is not allowing us to insert data through complex view. Now third reason could be the view contains a subquery that refers to the same table as a table of outer full select. A view of this type may be used for inserting rows. If I do page down, the view contains union, except or intersect in the outer full select. All the columns of the view are expression, constant and special register. All the columns of the logical file are input only. The select list of the view omits a column of the based on the table that does not allow null values or default values. Inserting into the view is not allowed. A history table cannot be modified directly. So these are the some possible scenarios where it will not allow us to perform insert operation on a complex view or view. Okay, fine. So what will happen if I try to insert the same thing through my SQLRPGLE program? So what I did, I just created one program here with the same syntax. I am just using declaration with constant, and I just set commitment as star none, and then we are checking we are using this query insert into Sharmit1 slash emp depth, where value is 700, emp 700 and accounts, and then we are checking if the query is executed successfully, then we will print the message record inserted, else we will show the SQL state with query ended with an error, and then doing INLR equals to star on. So let's try to compile this. So the moment I compile it, it shows me error. Why? Because if you look at the syntax, everything is okay, right? But still it is giving us error. Why? So let's check. Go to the spool file, press shift F6, then go for view 4, which is our program name, take 5, press bottom. Here you can see position 22, view index or table, emp depth in Sharmit 1 read only. So same error we are getting here also. It means it is not allowing because this emp depth is in view or read only mode. Okay. So it is clear that through SQLRPGLE also we are not supposed to insert any data through SQLRPGLE program into complex view. Okay, so what we discuss, can we we just saw it is not possible to insert data through complex view. But if we talk about the simple view, there we were using insert query, and what it was doing, like it was inserting the data into the base table of the simple view. But in case of complex view, it is not allowing us. Other than this, we also saw a few of the rules. If any of the that rule is true, in that case also it will not allow us to insert the data into view. So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.